Hi everyone, welcome to our Movie Palace channel. We're thrilled to have you here. Whether you're a returning subscriber or a new visitor, you're in the right place for engaging content, exciting stories, and so much more. Before we dive into today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We love hearing from you, so be sure to leave a comment and let us know what you think. Now, sit back, relax, and let's get started. This is a 2023 American spy action thriller film directed by Tom Harper. Let's go the film story. In the Italian Alps, MI6 field agents Parker, Young, and Bailey, with technician Rachel Stone, aim to capture arms dealer Mulvaney at a ski resort casino. When Young is caught trying to sedate Mulvaney, a gunfight erupts. Parker extracts Mulvaney to a cable car while the team deals with his security. Stone, feigning injury, stays behind and contacts a mysterious agent named Jack for guidance. She avoids her team, who don't know she's undercover for a different organization. Mulvaney seemingly commits suicide by taking cyanide. In London, Stone is reprimanded by her superior, Nomad, for risking her cover. She identifies a hacker from the Alps, Kaya Dawan, linked to Indian criminal syndicates. Stone's organization, the Charter, leaks Kia's location to MI6. They track her with Stone still undercover. Upon arrival, they are ambushed by mercenaries. Jack orders Stone to evacuate, but she refuses, saving her team and exposing her cover. Stone reveals she's a Charter agent. Parker kills Young and Bailey, revealing himself as a double agent with Kaya. He murdered Mulvaney to find the heart, a quantum computer for Charter's missions. Parker poisons Stone and implants a device to breach Charter's systems. Stone removes the device, but is suspended by Nomad. Nomad and the other Charter Kings reveal Parker was an MI6 agent abandoned in Chechnya. Parker and Kaya head to an airship over Africa. Stone intercepts them, cutting the rope ladder and forcing a parachute descent. Kaya, who encrypted the heart, is taken by Parker but helps Stone escape. Stone goes to Iceland, where Parker uses a supercomputer to exploit the heart. Parker kills two Charter Kings and traps Nomad. Kaya helps Stone evade an explosion and find Parker. Stone rescues Kaya and kills Parker. Kaya restores oxygen to the bunker and returns the heart to Charter. For weeks later, Stone visits Kaya in prison, offering her a job in the Charter. They embark on a new mission as a team with Jack. This is a 2010 American action thriller film directed by John Lucenhop. Let's go the film story. Detectives Jack Wells and Eddie Hatcher are on the trail of a well-organized gang of bank robbers. Led by Gordon Cozier, the crew includes John, AJ, and brothers Jake and Jesse Attica. 5 years earlier, Ghost, a former member, was caught during a heist. In his absence, Jake started dating Ghost's ex-girlfriend, Lily, and recently proposed to her. After Ghost is released from prison, he reunites with the crew and proposes a major heist, $25 million transported by 2 armored trucks. Disguised as construction workers, the crew hides underground while Ghost, posing as a police officer, keeps watch. John is positioned with a sniper rifle, ready to take out Ghost if necessary. The plan is to detonate explosives as the trucks pass overhead, but a cyclist causes the lead driver to stop short. The explosives go off too early, and a gunfight breaks out between the robbers and armed guards. John commandeers the rear truck, ramming it into the lead truck. The crew escapes with the money through the sewers. Wells and Hatcher arrive on the scene and deduce the robbers' escape route. They chase Jesse through the subway, but he shoots Hatcher and escapes, leaving Wells to aid his dying partner. The crew regroups at a hotel, where Ghost betrays them by giving their location to Russian gangsters. In the ensuing gunfight, AJ sacrifices himself to save the others. Jake and Jesse return home to find Lily dead and their stash cleaned out. Surrounded by police, they make a suicidal charge and are killed. Gordon and John realize Ghost plans to take all the money. They confront him on Scott's private plane. In a standoff, Ghost wounds both Gordon and Wells before John arrives and kills Ghost. John and Gordon refuse to kill Wells. They take the money and drive off with Gordon's sister, Naomi. A gravely wounded Wells manages to call 911 for help. This is a 2023 American action thriller film directed by Jean-Francois Richet. Let's go the film story. Commercial pilot Brodie Torrance, a former RAF pilot from Scotland, is flying Trailblazer Airlines Flight 119 from Singapore to Honolulu via Tokyo. Among the 14 passengers and 3 cabin crew is Louis Gaspard, a fugitive homicide suspect, accompanied by an RCMP officer en route to Canada. Following orders from his superiors, Brodie takes a shortcut across the South China Sea, but a lightning strike disables the plane's avionics, killing a flight attendant and the RCMP officer. Brodie makes an emergency landing on Hilo Island in the Philippines. In New York City, Trailblazers board calls in crisis manager David Scarsdale, who dispatches a private military unit to rescue the passengers as the authorities are hesitant to enter the rebel-controlled island. Brodie and Louis venture into the jungle for help and find an abandoned warehouse. There, Brodie contacts his superiors and his daughter. They are attacked by rebels, but manage to kill them and escape. They return to the plane, but rebel leader Datu Junmar captures the passengers and crew, intending to ransom them. Brodie and Louis overpower the remaining rebels and discover the location of the rebels' lair. They leave a note for rescuers and head to the hideout, where they kill the guards and free the hostages. Brodie stays behind to distract the rebels, and just as he's about to be executed, the rescue team arrives, inflicting heavy casualties on Junmar's men. Back at the plane, Brodie and his co-pilot Samuel Dealey prepare for takeoff. Scarsdale's team sets up an anti-materiel rifle and, with Louis, fights off Junmar's forces. Louis stays behind to cover the escape, preventing an RPG attack on the plane. Brodie, despite injuries, manages to take off, killing Junmar in the process. With the plane damaged for a long journey, Brodie lands on the nearby friendly island of Siasi. As the passengers and crew receive aid, Brodie calls his daughter, assuring her he is coming home. This is a 2016 action crime thriller film directed by Jean-Francois Richet, written by Peter Craig. Let's go the film story. Lydia, a young woman, buys ammunition for her boyfriend Jonah Pincerna and his gang. They go to kill a tenant family who supposedly stole their money. During the confrontation, Lydia accidentally shoots Jonah and flees, contacting her estranged father, John Link, an ex-convict and recovering alcoholic. John takes her to his trailer, learning Lydia is a drug addict and alcoholic. Lydia receives threats from Jonah's gang. One night, the gang attacks John's house. With the help of neighbors, John fends them off. Realizing the police can't protect Lydia, John flees with her. Lydia reveals Jonah is part of a Mexican drug cartel. They rest at a motel and narrowly escape the police and a cartel hitman. John seeks help from his former mentor, Preacher, who initially agrees but then betrays them for a reward. John overpowers Preacher and escapes with Lydia on a motorcycle, pursued by Preacher's men, who are killed in the chase. John meets Arturo, his former cellmate, who confirms Jonah stole from his cartel and killed the tenants. Lydia receives a warning call from Kirby, advising her to go to a public place. At the cinema, Jonah and his gang abduct Lydia. John calls Kirby, but Jonah answers, revealing he has captured and killed Kirby. John offers his life for Lydia, arranging a meeting in the desert. John sets a booby trap at the meeting spot. Jonah's men tie him up, but are killed by the trap. John kills a gang member but is wounded by a sniper. They fatally shoot each other. John dies telling Lydia she is a good girl. Jonah is arrested and faced by a hostile gang led by Arturo in prison. A year later, Lydia, now sober, expresses gratitude for her father in a support group.